Hey, good evening, LinkedIn. This goes out to all the HR directors out there. Do you know where your employees are for tomorrow morning? Because you know you're sitting in bed right now, checking out your texts, dreading to go to work. But we'll be right back after this. Whoa, love that. Wow, look at this. Janie, welcome back. She is from Australia. Everybody's been asking for you. When Tobias sees you, he's even asked, where's Janie been? I hope you got a job, or you're still on lockdown in Australia. I know you get locked down and over there. So it's nice to see you back here tonight. I know you probably are working during the week. So, hey, tonight, everybody, I love doing Sunday night. Oh, let's see. I have the day off for an appointment. All right. Well, I know the other guys will be jumping on here. They're going to be nice to see you again. Tonight, I always love Sunday nights because it goes out to the HR directors, human resource directors. Right now, they're all dreading to go into work tomorrow in logistics. I'm telling you. I feel sorry for them. You know me with human resource departments, man. They do everything. So they're going to walk in tomorrow morning. They're going to say, whoa, no employees. What happened? Well, 20, 30 called off. Then you get in that meeting and everybody's going to go after you and say, what are you doing? But seriously, oh, good, working. That's good. I wanted to bring up the supply and demand report again. And this gives a lot of great demand. I posted it on LinkedIn. And it gives you kind of an idea of what a lot of these are facing in the Lehigh Valley and all over in the areas. And I talk about this a lot because there's 4,900 openings, right? Job postings. And you have like 868 to choose from it. 868. Now, are the numbers correct right on there? No, but it's graphed out. So you can see the curve going up. And what I like to bring up is the pay scale. I want to talk about wages tonight and versus everything else and perks. But the median price hourly rate should be $16 an hour. That's where it's running. And 15, 13, 14 is low. And up to 18 is above, it's about the higher part. So if you're looking at that, I don't know what it's like in your area, Janie, but that's a lot to hurt on the companies that are paying $12, $13 an hour. And where do you go? What do you do for that when you see, Allentown and Easton and Bethlehem are your top areas that are hiring right now? Brenningsville is there and Northampton, but they're really hit hard. And when I look at all this, I keep saying to myself, how? What's going to make you stand out to get some of these companies? Because Easton's 1510 to 1850. So in that area, Brenningsville is higher, 1529 to 17, or a little bit average. And Allentown is 16 to 1628. So that's a pretty big gap. So that just puts that out there, what you're looking at. And I wanted to talk about, what are you going to do to compete? I've said it before. What's going to make you stand out? Because I went on the job page, right? And then when I go on there, I'm not kidding you. You can't make this stuff up. Let's see. So you're looking at when people post jobs, right? They don't do that great of a job. So here it is. So I go to my groups Show it there. Groups. All right, here's the one for Lehigh Valley. All right. Every single post on here, a lot of them don't even have images. So think about that. All of them. Employer Wednesday, doubleheader, February 24th, 2021. Read, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Wow. Okay. Here's a part-time dishwasher. We got that. Looking for a coach who loves and passion. That's a good job. A lot of the companies, like even RNs, they're just flat out. Somebody took a picture of their card and put that as a post. I mean, you took a picture of a business card and posted that. I just started an ongoing contract January 22, directly through the company, not through labor hires. So I get annual leave, personal leave, 15.4% super annual wage, 60K. All right, I'm working for the Australian government. Uh-oh. Don't show them this. But back to this is there's nothing that's drawing you towards these ads. Does anyone know of a reliable person price snow? They're going to pay you. They have 6 locations. That's it. And then full-time food safety, Bethlehem, 6 a.m. to 4:30. That just doesn't, that's it. A job fair. A lot of people put these job fairs on there, but you can't even see the jobs they're hiring for. You barely, when you have to click on it and blow it up on there. Same thing over and over. Machine operators, machine handlers, first shift, second shift, picker, packers, nothing. One of the companies has text us, so that I like that, so they can text them. Good afternoon. Seeking reliable, dedicated second shift warehouses, but nothing where they're located, what company the name is. So if you look at that, it's all the same over and over. So again, what draws you to that? What makes you want to go to work there? Nothing. Put an image of your company. I like the one on here with iHerb. iHerb's a great company in Easton. And somebody actually put the warehouse and the image of the iHerb right there where it's located. I'd staffed for iHerb before. That's a great company. And you did a really good post on that. So really look at what you're creating and what you want to draw, because social media, again, I've told people it's going to get very tough. It's going to even get, when you start seeing some of the pricing, it's going to get harder and harder and harder to get your message out. So when I go, like I'm going to a client tomorrow to visit them, and I'm hoping I can help them, and they're in manufacturing, and you have to start doing videos. I'm telling you, Janie, you know that. You have to do videos of you telling about the job. The companies need to provide your name so you can say it. There's nothing wrong if you say, hey, this is for iHerb. Hey, this is for FedEx. Did you hear anything around here? The only thing you did is when this goes live, people know that FedEx is hiring, Nestle Waters, iHerb, Crayola, all these companies, and you don't see them on social media. You don't see their names. See? Yeah, totally. You're the only one on tonight, Janie. Looks like you're all from Australia. They'll chime in. Two of you will chime in. But you're not showing anything about the job. Now, for example, if it's in manufacturing, say the name. Nobody knows you even exist. Why not say your name? I've told it over and over and over. There would be so much better, and you have to keep consistent. Listen, I don't want to do this show every night. I get tired. But it's consistency. You have to do it consistent. Social media, post 2 jobs a day, but post them very well. Get a nice picture. Kind of change it up a little bit. Tell a company's name, what the perks, what the benefits are. Listen, I've talked about it before. Even benefits is a very, very strong, powerful message to say what you do. All right. So to look at that, if you have a great plan that pays 90% of it, go for it. Post it on there. Brag about your company. Want them to come want to work for you. Why would I want to go for a company that just says, and I had to post it, and I don't like doing that. But if a company says I can't, I want to say no so bad, but it's their loss because they're not getting, hey, let's face it, Nestle Waters, I can say that till I drop. Everybody knows Nestle Waters has forklift drivers for almost $24 an hour. Plus maintenance technicians for close to over 34 or something like that. But they don't mind you saying the name. You see their postings. Nestle Waters. Wow. Don't hide behind it. You work too hard, but I love your work. Thanks, Janie. It's fun, but again, it gets your name, makes some noise about your company. Because if you don't, the purpose of this show tonight is with everything going on with the unemployment and with everything going to be passed, maybe next week or week after, when these rates go up to almost $17, $18 an hour, you need to start thinking of what you're going to do. Not just walk into your employees or the recruiter's office, even if you're corporate recruiters, and say, why can't you find people? Why can't you find people? Tell HR that. Why can't you find people? Listen, they're not magicians and they're not recruiters. I don't blame them. They don't have time to recruit every day. But don't blame it all on a couple people. Look around you. I'd be looking at that VP, boy. If they're, listen, if you're not producing, right, and you're not giving your recruiters tools, that's your fault. Nobody else's. That's your fault and your marketing department because you're afraid to put your name out there. Nestle Waters. See? Nestle Waters. Is it bad? Results staff. Because you hear the name. All right. Show a video. I told everybody, and this is what I'm talking about. Make sure you stand out. Listen, show a video of what you're going to be doing. There's a couple companies that do that. Amazon's great at it. But show them. Don't just say picker, packer, picker, packer, picker. Oh, God, I'm so freaking sick of that name. I mean, I need packers. I need pickers. You can't even say warehouse, clerks. Change it up. Go into work tomorrow and say, today's the day. I sound like a coach. Today's the day you're going to wake up and everybody's going to be happy and the sun's going to be shining and just get out there and breathe and everything's going to work for you. Don't work that way. Seriously. You want to work, you got to work at it and get your VPs, get your team to say what's working and what's not. Because I'll tell you, it is peak season for some companies right now. And when you look at, Janie, get this. Fast food is paying $12 to $13 an hour. Target, $15. Why stand in a warehouse 8 hours on your feet or 12 hours and work at McDonald's and over at Burger King and get some great lunch, right? Get some great food. I think they charge you half price now. When I was there in oh God, I'm not even gonna say it. I was making $3.35 an hour, and when I got my first 5-cent raise, it was a lot. So, but stand out about yourself because you're gonna have to compete with fast food and Target and Walmart's. They're right up there with the logistic chains, right up there. So take that. When you also interview a person, now, Jane, I don't know. I know your interview process was long. Take your time. Listen, look at the resume. If they say no, tell them to get one. Oh, there he is, Janie. Tubia, Janie, Tubia, welcome back. You two will talk to each other. I know that. But take the time to interview the candidate. All right. If you say, when I go to a client, right, if they say they need a resume, they need a resume. It does not take long. And listen, if they can't produce one, give them the information. Tell them to go on Google, send them the link. It's only a couple things with bullet points, and explain the job. That's it, what they've done. Because then when you look at that, and listen, I've told everybody before, and two of you, you know that, if you want body warmers, that's what you're going to get, body warmers. But if you want talent, if you want that person, oh, I thought you won the lottery. She's been working. She works. But take it and give them the experience. Look at the experience. If they're saying forklift drivers for 2 years on that job description, they should have 2 years. Now, you're going to come back at the staffing company and say, why don't we have people? Well, we have a person that has 1 year experience. Oh, send them. Come on. You just sent a different message right there. Send them. 1 year, 2 years. You choose. So if you tell them that they have to have this, I just looked at one for a forklift driver, right? I know I'm off subject here. On the job description, it said you have to know Word and PowerPoint. I don't know about you, Tuvia, but a forklift driver to know PowerPoint and Word, unless I've been in the wrong business for a while, I've never seen that. But you see what I'm saying? It doesn't match the job. That's the point. And it doesn't say what company it is. I would be yelling what this company is. Get your name out there, yelling like results, Nestle Waters, Tuvia's business, everything. Say it. Get on live videos, get on LinkedIn, get on some shows, tell them what you're offering. Listen, we come over to your site, we'll set this stuff up, and we'll do a live interview with some of your employees, have fun, and we'll have fun with the managers. We'll have them on the show, and we'll just talk to them and let people discuss what you do. Because if you don't, I told you, you're going to struggle. What are you going to do? And this is a good question, Tuvia, and I thought about it, is when a company does not have the employees to fill the positions, you pay overtime. Let's face it, everybody likes overtime, right? So, what'd she say? Oh, you would never forget about you all. See, Tuvia? So think about that. Do some videos and have fun. Stand out. I'm going to say it over again. Now, the next part is, like I said, 2 videos a day, 2 postings a day, and you'll be set. It'll take some time. It'll take about 2-3 weeks. But before you know it, people are going to understand where you are. Just like, hey, I'm over in Wrigglesville, Pennsylvania. I say Easton because nobody knows where hell Wrigglesville, PA is. It's in Easton, PA. So I just say that because it makes it easier. But think about sharing the videos to another page. Ask your employees, ask them, recruiters, ask your team, hey, share this video, will you? Share it. If you all share it, they're going to know your name. I'm going to keep saying that because you want to know the name of the company you're working for. So this is a good question for you, Tuvia. If you had a good candidate, if we presented a good candidate to you right now, let's say 2, right? But they needed 15 to 20 minutes in before because of childcare, everything going on, significant others, both of them working, that they couldn't make it instead of 3, but they can be there at 3:15. Would you say no? If they were a really qualified candidate, would you say no? I wouldn't. Because, I was trying to think of ideas. How can you get around all that stuff? So I was like, well, what about 2 to 3 hours a week of flex time? You can utilize, hey, if you're 10 minutes late because you had to do something, you say tomorrow, hey, I need 15 minutes. These are just ideas, but think about it. It's no, but think about it. That's something that you could say 2 hours a week. I know people will say, no, they're not going to go for that. Corporate will say no. How the hell do you know? You don't know if corporate will say no. You shot the freaking answer down within 30 seconds. You didn't even say anything. Oh, nope. Yes, right here. You got to be flexible. So if you were to drill, if you were to say, hey, we're flexible, they might have issues. And that instead of a write-up, you wouldn't have to lose the person because a lot of people they terminate them. They let them go like a tree. Perfect. But when I say, what would you do? Would you say yes or no? That's the kind of questions you got to look at. Because if you want to be successful, listen, I'm not saying we know everything. But with social media and when you can show all the insights and show something, think of the daycare. Some companies, Tuvia, have been paying $100 towards their daycare or just providing that. The benefits, we talked about that. Weekly and biweekly. Some of the companies that are biweekly, some people need it weekly. Listen, I don't care. If anybody sits there and says it's going to be a lot more work, yes, it is. If you had to go weekly on some of the companies versus 2 weeks, smaller companies, it's not that hard. It's just because people don't want to do the invoicing and people don't want to change, make mistakes and over and over. But you know what? Things are different now. They're different. So think of, let's see, honest about the hours of work. There's another one. Some of these companies are having, get this, you start at 4 a.m. and you work till 1 p.m. Or this one here, I laughed, 7 at night, right, till 11 a.m. the next morning. Yeah. Or 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. during the week. Who the hell wants to work that? I mean, 5 a.m. You got to be freaking nuts. Did you hear face? Ooh, I can't read that out loud or I'll get in trouble. Alexa's listening. Yes, we did hear about that. And it's getting trickier and trickier. And that is why exactly I'm glad you brought that up. There's a lot of changes, not just from that. I can't even mention the name of it. I know I've been trying to say it. I'm not saying it because every time I say something on my phone or I get punished, because I'm having issues, and Tuvia knows I'm having issues with posting jobs. The company did something. Either I said something wrong, but it's going to get trickier and more expensive. I know you want to hear that. Expensive. Listen, I'm going to say when it used to cost, say, $25, it's going to cost you about 50 to 60 now. There he is, Rob. Rob got a job. Did you find your steel-toe shoes, Rob? Rob's looking for big steel-toe shoes. He must have big feet. So he's on here, and he did get a new job, which is great. And congratulations for that. I know you've been stressed out, and I hope you make out good. But what makes you stand out? Even have tours. Tours. I say it. Tours. Everybody will say COVID. Come on, get out of here. Bring 5 in at a time. If you have a couple candidates, you know what? Come on, let me show you. Come on, walk in here. What does it hurt? It doesn't hurt anything. Let somebody see what you're going to be doing for a living if you're going to get temporary to perm. I'm even tired of that. Work 30 days or 90 days. Listen, some of them, yes, congratulations. Some of the companies are giving high bonuses. So this is what really cracks me up. When you see companies giving out $500 to $1,000, and then 3 months later, another $500 or $600, I shake my head. They don't want to bring on another staffing company and pay a little bit more because it costs a little bit more. That's the way it is. If we get hired for your company, I'm telling you right now, this is the greatest sales pitch I ever can tell you. We cost more. But there's a reason why we cost more. Staffing done differently. And I've talked about that before. We utilize a lot of the new tools that nobody else utilizes. It's the same thing. You could walk into a same staffing company, it's the same thing. Those recruiters right now on Sunday night are not even looking forward to going to work tomorrow. They're going to be short-staffed by 30 to 40. They're going to have the phones are going to be ringing. They got the emails to do. People are going to be walking in at 9 o'clock. Before you know it, your day's gone. So, what size shoes? Size 16. What the? 16 size? Your foot is 16 inches? Woo! I like Dr. Martin Steel Toe. Here they go. Let's show you the ways how things are done. Exactly. And that's what I'm telling you about. If you don't utilize the new tools out there, and don't say no right away when somebody says, hey, why don't we try this? Why don't we try that? No. Right away, no. You Tuvia. Staffing done Tuvia away. That's good. I'll take a look. That's good. Good luck with 16-inch steel-toe shoes. I don't know where the hell that is. Why, too? Wow. Hey, and then another thing is take pictures, images for Instagram and all your accounts, even social media, and post them of giving them something to congratulate them. Show them what you're due for rewards, even if it's a lunch or, have them. Well, you can't shake hands now, but you can take a picture. Listen, that goes a long, long way. I am not kidding you. When the images from when you take a picture go better than when you're posting a picture, if it makes sense, because you're seeing it, and they'll do that. And again, real quick is stories. Get started doing your stories because your stories take up more space, which it costs you more to advertise when you utilize just the image. So remember, I told you that there. Let's see. Honest about the work. Talk about your companies. Oh, let HR, I'm going to say it again. HR can really go out, if they had time, and talk to candidates. Do you realize what that would do in a company logistics, because nobody really knows who the human resources department. They walk past this little office, and you see a couple of people in there, and they're always working like crazy, but they need to be out on the floor also. Make sense? Because they're the ones that people are like, wow, hey, here she comes, here he comes, and they're going to ask you, how's everything going? And don't be afraid to talk to them. Not like I was years ago. Human resources was to scare the living hell out of you. They still are, because I don't care what you say. Anybody that says HR wants to see you, you're not happy. They're not calling you in there to say, hey, Dave, you're doing a great job. They're going to say, hey, you got problems. But that's the way HR should be. But they need to go out, change the rules up a little bit, and make them happy to come to you. Make that HR smile, walk out, and give that person, I don't know, some energy. Like, wow, there's Cindy, Robert, anybody, something like that. Let's see. Ooh, again. Well, let's see what he's saying. These two, all they do is talk. Rob, I'm not smart. I'm just brilliant in the box I live in. He lives in Miami, Florida, so it's nice and warm where he's at, Tuvia. So another thing is, one more thing is, listen, I've talked about it before. Look at Janie. HR, hey, Janie, that's not true. But exit interviews, take advantage of them when you do find out why they're leaving. Because get this, wouldn't this be something? I'm going to be an example. Just hear it out. It's an example. It's Monday morning. We all come in at 9 o'clock in the morning meeting, right? Everybody's got their little books and they're all sitting here and we all start talking. Well, 10 people walked off the job on Sunday. 7 didn't show for today's, right? And, why? I'm going to stop right there. Why? Now, the reason why. The companies that they'll tell you the reason why, right? Now, this is the magic answer. The magic answer is, what do we do about it? Can you imagine asking that question in the morning meeting tomorrow morning? Just look at everybody and say, okay, what are we going to do about it? Not just blame the staffing companies. Don't do that. Maybe that's not the reason why. Maybe it's not even the corporate recruiters. But if you know why, wouldn't that be nice to be able to say, hey, team, we had 10 people leave because this. Ooh, my paper. But think about it. You know the reason why and what you can do about it. These guys are funny. Look, we need to ship him some snow and cold air. Thanks. So they just go on and talk all night long. But again, you know the reason why. So if you're a VP, please share this with your VP or your CEO, somebody in a CEO. If you're sitting there and you don't tell your team, if you say, hey, what's going on, right? You know how that goes down fast, right? Well, we can't find people. Why? It's an excuse. It's just an excuse that people still utilize for COVID. There is people, but you got to really fight for them. You really got to do everything from the postings, the videos, the social media, the proper way to post it from your HR, from everybody's a team. But if you know the answer, if you don't do anything, well, you're going to struggle. Simple. Keep doing it the same old way. You might as well sit there and say, the people that you have, if you need 50 and you only have 40 in the department and you can't find anybody else, well, guess what? You better learn how to do all the work with 40 people versus 60 because you're not going to find them. Nope. You are not going to find them. I don't care what you say. It does not matter to me because I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the social media part and how to improve. But do people do it? Do they sit there and think I'm ignorant? Yes. But if you utilize it properly, and all of them, like Tuvia says, listen, not everybody is on Twitter. Not everybody's on TikTok or that TikTok stuff. Listen, it's embarrassing to some of it to your company. It is. If you're looking for somebody's for a job, don't be throwing that crap on there. Maybe it's different for me. I'm sorry. I don't like TikTok for selling jobs. It makes you look freaky and you do some stupid dance or you do something stupid, which is great for Facebook. But when you're looking for jobs, that's embarrassing to your company when you got your people out there dancing and doing, you see what they do and all this stuff. If you're looking for workers, I mean, I get it for a kick once in a while, maybe on a Friday. Do it on a Friday, TikTok Friday. Have a name of it for that, but it just looks stupid. Whenever I see those things, I just laugh because they're the ones that are just want to get 10,000 views. That's it. And the views aren't anything. The views are not going to get you candidates. The likes are not going to get you candidates. What's going to get you candidates is going behind the scenes and finding and calling to people and talking to them. That's going to get you candidates. Now, what are they saying over here? It's going to be 39, 38 degrees here all week. All right. And TikTok is not for employment. Thank you. Listen, if you use it and it's successful, go for it. I'm not telling you that it's not, but if you use it, that's fine. But utilizing them all together, like right now, this is going to 6 different platforms. Every time I'm talking here, 6 different platforms are there. But the work's not over after this. Then I got to spend an hour taking this and doing, all the hashtags, all the companies that I want them to see it, tagging it, taking it into little 10, 15-second clips, whichever one I like, cut it, and then post it to all different places. That's how you find candidates. It doesn't just start with a video here, because if I told you before, you take the video and then you start tagging the heck out of everybody and names and companies, and it really works well. So exit interviews, again, if you don't go in Monday and say, what happened? Okay, what are we going to do about it? You don't do anything, then suffer. Then just keep going, doing the same way you are. We can't find them, the same stuff. I've been there. I've done it. What does Dr. Phil say? You know what? Dr. Phil says, this ain't my first rodeo. See? That's right. And that looks close to about the end. Ooh, 31 minutes. So in closing, welcome back, Janie, but in closing, seriously, look at your insights right here, right? There's an issue. There's a problem. But if you're not willing to try something different, please go out to your team, ask the employees, hey, what's going on? What can we do? That's going to be your success on some of it, to stop why candidates are just turning over, besides the ones that just don't want to work. There's candidates that you might as well just listen. I would not hire them. I've been in the Valley for 15 years, and I know a lot of the candidates, some of them that come through the system. I'm like, oh, no. Because what they do is you'll send them to another company that you have because they don't know who they are, and they'll do the same thing to you. And then you're going to have the company be pissed off at you because you sent the person, so no. Hey, Janie, well, hopefully we'll see you this week, and it was nice to have you back. But again, videos, social media, make some noise, keep talking about your company, get it on social media, talk about it all day long. If you want, we'll come out to your site and we'll do a great interview, or we can do it right here on LinkedIn Live. That's it. We can do it right here and just talk about your job openings and have a blast and let people see. Because I've asked for a couple companies. I'll get this, I know, but I've asked some companies, hey, come on the show. Let's talk. Let's talk about your job postings. The only one that's done it so far is Nestle Waters. Hey, Chris, Nestle Waters, so Chris will come on and do a live video, because just think about it. It's going to all the different platforms, and I'm in this area. So all those areas on the other pages, that's where it shows up. So if you're a company out there and you're needing, let's talk. All it takes is a message. Hey, Dave, can we be on your show? During the week or during the day, doesn't matter. It takes 15 minutes, and it gets your name out there. So make sure, ask everybody what you want to change this week. Janie, thank you so much. Rob, good luck with those shoes, Rob. Size, what the heck he was? You got to see this again. Rob was, here it is. Rob, you've made my night. So if anybody knows, and you can comment on it, where Rob can get a 16 extra wired steel toe boot. So we'll see if social media helps you tonight, but we'll see that. So Dr. Martin steel toe. So, all right, everybody, on that note, have a great night, and we will be talking to you soon. And I pushed the wrong button, and have a good night.